from Louth. The fourth official will be Marion Hayden, and the umpires Joe Fox, Emma Fox, Evelyn O'Brien and Tom Hickey. I'm delighted to be joined by Orla Keeley here from Fingarneys, a player who for many years played very well for the Fingarneys, the red and white, and got an injury recently and hasn't progressed as she would like from that injury, and is now concentrating on mentoring. She's with the Wicklow ladies team, and she was also a mentor with the Dublin under-16 team when they won the under-16 All-Ireland in 22. What would you be expecting today or from these two teams, two good teams?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me, Dominic. Two really good teams. The Dublin side is a lot of that 06 team that we would have had in 2022. A lot of the girls that are probably a year young as well. But this Wexford team are certainly talented as well. I know Dublin would have played Wexford earlier this year in a challenge game. Dublin would have beat Wexford that day. But that's only a challenge. Certainly not an indicator of maybe what will happen today. So really excited to see what this Wexford team have. We did play them again 2 years ago in a friendly in the lead up to the All Ireland series. So they are very talented. Certainly what Dublin I think will take from that friendly is confidence that they've beaten this team already. But if you're from a Wexford perspective, you're watching that West League game, you're certainly seeing gaps in the Dublin team, and certainly something they can exploit today.
Yeah, and I think in fairness, I've watched the Wexford team in a couple of matches against Westmeath and against Wicklow myself, and I was very impressed, particularly the half forward line, very mobile and around the middle of the park. And I'd say the battle in the middle of the park will probably tell a lot in this game. We're just about ready to go. Jonathan Murphy just surveying the pitch to make sure that everything is shipshape, and umpires are in position. I look down there and I see they're just clearing the goal area, and we're just about to get underway here in FI. As I said before, the pitch looking well for the days that are in it. It's very difficult, as I said before, to get the grass pitches, and the game is on. And immediately Dublin break down to Kaylee Doyle. Kaylee Doyle giving a long ball in, and the ball is going to bounce inside, and it's taken very well by Heather Bolton Lee, but it's taken back by Dublin, and Dublin get their first score in the shape of the number 13, and that's Ellen Letty Doyle from Clontarf. So a good start from Dublin, and obviously they're getting the ball in early. That's the first attack, and they certainly weren't doing that through the hands. The ball was put straight into the full forward to lead on Murphy from Kilmacud Crokes. The ball kicked out by Laura Keogh from Clonee, and the ball breaks in again around the middle of the park. Dublin scrapping for the ball and getting the ball in, and it's back inside to this dangerous Ellen Letty Doyle. Letty Doyle again, long ball in towards that full forward, obviously using that, but it's taken well by Laura Keogh, and Laura Keogh plays it out to the corner. And Heather Bolton Lee, who's settled down reasonably well in that corner, has the ball in her hands, and she's looking up to see if there's anybody available. She gives the ball out towards midfield, but Dublin again swarming around midfield, and Elsa Carney gets the ball in her hands, and centre forward cutting inside and then back inside for a midfield partner, and the ball is worked out towards the number 9, Siobhan Byrne across the goal, but it looks like it's gone harmlessly left and wide. A good start by Dublin around middle of the park, as we were saying. They seem to be a little bit dominant.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what Dublin need to do. We need to get the ball inside. The likes of Ellen Letty, she's a super player, not only well able to score a point if he's on the scene, but her vision and able to set up with her teammates. Just from a Wexford perspective, if you're looking at Elsa Kearney and Ellen Joyce, they're two absolute flyers, extremely paced players, so Wexford need to keep tight to them. If Dublin get out in the break and the two of them are left running, they're going to cause huge damage. Yeah,
and the ball again in the hands of Laura Keogh from Clonee, playing the ball out, and it's taken centre back by Ava Guinan from Clonee. Wexford working it up the right wing, and it goes in towards their full forward. Emily Lester showing well, coming inside, distributing the ball back inside to Cleaver Ryan, giving it back inside to number 8, Baven McDonald from Kylenearn. Ball played back outside to the half back to McDonald. McDonald still has the ball, but she's been released out towards the left corner, but she works the ball back in towards the centre, and it's taken inside by Baven McDonald. McDonald again looking for some movement inside. Wexford going more laterally than forward, but they are moving in, and it's with the number 12, it's with Sarah Bennett. Sarah Bennett working the ball into full forward to Roster. Roster again working her way through, plays the ball in, and the ball hits the post, and very unlucky there. Took a shot, speculative shot, and hit the post with the goalkeeper all at sea. So Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an interesting game because both attacks seem to be on top and the ball's played, and a huge kick out by Katie Moore and Ty. Katie, of course, played for Bray Wanderers in League of Ireland there for a number of years, and that kick out certainly went the distance. The wind is favouring Dublin in the first half, and that kick out was testament to that. Very impressive from Wexford working the ball through. They didn't panic. They just worked the ball through. What do you think of Wexford early on?
Yeah, I think they're being aggressive. They're being fearless. I think that's really important for them. Really impressed with Baby McDonald, her distribution inside, and Emma Rossiter inside. Really fearless, going straight at Aoife Robertson. That's what Wexford need to do. They need to get points on the board early, keep the confidence up, and stay within tight as Dublin are starting to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, and in the meantime, there was a free given to Dublin. It was moved up by referee Murphy and Ellen Lady Doyle from Clontarf. With the resulting free, played the ball over the bar. In the meantime, the ball is played up towards the Wexford full forward line, ably dealt with by Aoife Robertson down along the wing, and it's a line ball to Dublin over on the far side of the pitch. Around the middle of the park, which is looking again for the long ball into that full forward line, and showing well that Leon Murphy was a very stylish full forward, working the ball through. Always dangerous when full forwards are willing to pass the ball off, and certainly with Murphy, you can see that she's willing to not only take her own shot, but is also a very good distributor of the ball. Ball out for the first time now, it's with Amelia Furlong.
Good interception there from Eve Doyle. I think Dublin kind of missed. She was running down the wing, but here's Ellen Joyce. She's going to probably take it away here.
And she goes in towards the corner. Ellen from Finn Gallions playing the ball out to centre forward. Carney giving the ball all the way across to the centre back who's come up into the attack, Katrina Almeida, and she's adjudged to have overcarried the ball, and Jonathan Murphy gives a free out to Wexford. The score at the moment is a point to Dublin and no score to Wexford. And we have 2 points to Dublin, no score for Wexford, and we have about 7 minutes gone in the game. The ball again out to the right hand side, and the ball broken inside, and Wexford on the attack, and if she can see the player inside, Rossiter had the ball, and just for a fleeting moment Edie Byrne was after losing her player, Cleva Ryan had lost her player, and quick ball inside would have put Dublin in a little bit of trouble. As it is, Wexford still on the attack in the form of Kaylee Doyle from Ballyabove Tura, a lovely club down in Wexford. It's played through to her midfield counterpart, Baby McDonald. Working the ball through and free to Wexford on the 20-metre line, and in an eminently scoreable position, and this looks like it's going to be taken by Aoife Fortune. Aoife Fortune stepping up to the ball. Aoife, of course, from Ballyhogue in Wexford, hopping the ball, getting herself prepared, and she kicks the ball right-footed and slips over the bar, and we're down to 1 point down, 2 points to 1 in favour of Dublin early doors. Again, this goalkeeper, Katie Morentyne, looks like she's looking for a long ball, and the number 9 is in miles of space, and she picks her out brilliantly. Nobody within 10 or 15 yards of the...
Smart there by Siobhan as well, just keeping ahead to Orla Kieran.
Just flicked it inside. Good chance of a point here if she pulls the trigger. She waited just a little bit too long. Good work by the Wexford defence, but the ball is worked back out to Siobhan Byrne, and Siobhan Byrne sticks the ball over the bar, and another point for Dublin as they settle down. I think that was Siobhan Byrne.
I think it was Chloe O'Shea actually.
Chloe O'Shea, number 8, excuse me. And that makes the score 3 points to 1 in favour of Dublin.
I have to say that last Wexford score came from their defence, so I was really impressed with the way they were able to push Dublin out. They certainly didn't give them any space, showed great patience and worked the ball up. Dublin probably need to look at that and do that a little bit more. They were pushing out Wexford, but not far enough, and they were able to get inside and get that free.
Yeah, and Wexford certainly are asking questions of Dublin, but looks like the referee is going into the umpires to have a word with the umpires. something untoward must have happened.
I think what Dublin need to do here is they need to get the ball out and running and in transition. I think that's where their strengths lie. When they're trying to pass the ball around, that's when the mistakes are starting to creep in. And Wexford are very good at pushing them out. So from a Dublin perspective, they need to get the ball out and running. They need to get into the hands of Elsa and Ellen to bring it inside for the likes of Leiden.
I think in fairness to Wexford, they need to get the ball into that full forward line as quickly as possible, because I think there's a good bit of talent in that Wexford full forward line. As the ball is won by the Wexford centre back Ava Guinan, charge judged by the referee, and the ball will be kicked long towards Edie Byrne.
It's a huge amount of space inside there for Wexford. Can they get the ball in, going a one-on-one situation?
There's a good bit of space if they can play it over the top, and it's a straight run between the full-back, the goalkeeper, and Emma Roster from Gussaran, but it breaks to the Dublin player, and Dublin going forward with the ball in the shape of Elsa Carney. Carney taking on Cara McDonald. Great work there by Baby McDonald from Kyler Nearan to put in a great tackle to put off the Dublin attack. But again, it's worked through the hands, and it's in to Chloe O'Shea, an accomplished midfielder from Lucan Sarsfield, sticks the ball over the bar, and another point for Dublin. And Dublin now lead by 4 points to 1. Kick out to be taken by Laura Keogh again, and she favours the right hand side, kicks the ball out towards midfield, and a foul there on Baby McDonald, and the free will be to Wexford from the 40-metre line. The score at the minute, just a correction there, 3 points to 1 in favour of Dublin.
Great pace as well there.
Ball played in to number 8 to Chloe. Chloe definitely making an impression on this game, and a great ball inside, but just carries just a little bit too far. But great work there by number 15, and Orla Kieran. She was a bit unlucky there. She worked hard to get the ball, but a great block by the Wexford number 2, Sheafa Fenlon, just prevented the ball going into the Wexford net. So good work by the Wexford defence, but they really are working hard to keep out this Dublin attack. The ball played in once more to the centre forward, to Elsa Carney. Carney with a shot, but it tails off to the right and wide. Now that the game is settled down, I think Dublin are on top in midfield and our forward line. I think Wexford need to really press to try and get equity there.
Yeah, I think so, but I'm really impressed with Baby McDonald. The pace she did there, the pace and the run she got there to keep up with Elsa Carney. They just need to win those kickouts in the middle of the park, and that's where Dublin are really dominating and starting their offensive strategy.
Yeah, they also seem to be putting a huge amount of pressure on the kickout, and it's reaping dividends. It's now gone into Kiva Ryan in the corner. Kiva looking to see if she can slip a point over, and she takes a very classy right-footed shot from the left corner forward position to take the score now to 4 points to 1.
Yeah, I think that's a really key point. I think for ladies football, particularly underage, is pressing that kick out, and that's how you're going to set up and put pressure on a team, is that kick out. And from the other side, the other point of view, when you have the kick out, that's how you set up your offense and how you start your scoring, and that's really important for Wexford just so they win this one here.
Yeah. The ball played up to the midfield. Midfielder Baby McDonald again, and looking inside to see if she can get her corner forward away, and full forward working hard, plays the ball back outside to Quiva Ryan blocked down.
Great block by Tessa Lamb.
Yeah, Dublin working hard in defence, and it looks like they're going to come out with the ball. Jardy Murphy coming back from Ballybowden, playing the ball out towards the wing, but it looks like it's going to fall into the hands of Karen McDonald. McDonald plays the ball forward. Wexford again go on the attack through Amelia Furlong. Furlong is fouled, and it will be a free in to Wexford on the about 25 metres out. And
was impressed as well in that last play. You know, Aoife Robertson and Emma Rossiter going really at it inside. If you're watching, I'm not sure if the stream is picking it up off the ball as well. They're really good stand from Aoife, but Emma's doing really well here. Really strong player. That's going to be a battle inside for the two of them.
Yeah, so the ball again in the hands of Aoife Fortune, and Aoife Fortune kicks the ball right footed. This body hold centre forward. Another nice score for Wexford, and the score now just down to minimum. Ball kicked out a bit too fast by Katie Moore and Jonathan Murphy, telling her that she needs to take the ball and wait on his whistle from the middle of the park. And so it will be a kick out for Dublin on the 19-metre line, and it will be taken as usual by volunteer St John's netminder. Again, a long high ball out into the middle of the park, and it's won by Siobhan Byrne playing it through
Elsa Carney's there free in the middle if they can get over.
And the ball's inside to Elsa Carney, but Elsa Carney just pulls the ball a little bit to the left, and the ball goes wide, much to the relief of the strong Wexford supporters here. There's a very good crowd here in the stand, and they're certainly giving plenty of support to both teams. They're working hard out on the pitch, and certainly the supporters are trying to encourage both teams to up their game. Again, the kick out favouring the right hand side. It's obviously a ploy that they've worked on by Wexford, but it's thwarted in the main by Dublin in the shape of Katie Hand and Ellen Joyce. They're getting a little bit of ball out of the kick out. And kick-outs, of course, are so important in ladies' football. The ball played in along again towards the full forward, but Wexford comfortably deal with that, and they come forward themselves with Aoife Fortune taking the ball and playing it forward to Bevan McDonald. Bevan soloing around the middle of the park. She's looking inside again to see if there's anybody there, but the blanket defence by Dublin is putting her under pressure.
Wexford need to have runners off the shoulder here. There's no one here to help them in the forward line.
It's with Aoife Fortune and Dublin. In fairness to Wexford, they're running at the Dublin defence, and they're getting a little bit of joy out of it. That's the third free that they've garnered from the referee, and I see the referee's decided that enough is enough, and he's ticked the fullback Aoife Robertson from Round Towers Glendocken. And again, a scoreable position for Aoife Fortune around about the centre of the D, and it'll be right-footed as we wait on her to complete her preparations, and the ball's on its way, and a comfortable kick, a very accomplished free taker. She hasn't missed a free yet, and Dublin would be mindful not to be giving too many frees away with a free taker of that calibre there. So again, the ball in the hands of Katie Fortune, and it goes short, and again Dublin get the ball. The ball is worked through the hands, comes out on the right hand side. It's taken by brilliant interception again by David McDonald, certainly even from the front. She attacks, she has a player inside, but she doesn't look like she's going to need it. She takes a great shot, and David McDonald has scored a fantastic goal for Wexford, past Volunteer St John's, Katie Morton-Ty into the right hand corner of the goal. As we see it, a great effort by Ty to stop the ball, but it ended up in the back of the net, and this really makes a game of this game. The ball played out now, a bit of excitement out on the sideline as the ball is broken inside to Elsa Carney. Carney taking on the Wexford defence, and again ball is lost by Carney, not even in the tackle, and good work by Edie Byrne from Clonnenaird taking that ball, and certainly Wexford's we're having a little bit of mic trouble here, so if you just bear with us just for a moment, we're just so the ball now will be free for Wexford in the shape of Edie Byrne. In fairness to Edie, I think she certainly made that herself. She worked really hard for that free. Yeah,
Wexford work rate has been really impressive, what they're able to do, turn the ball over. You know, as I say, coming into this game, they need to be fearless, and they've done that. They've been really aggressive, so great job by them.
And the ball played inside there to Leadon Murphy, or sorry, to Emma Roster from Gussaran, playing the ball into Edie Byrne. Byrne again just coming into her game, gives the ball inside to the number 10, to Amelia Furlong from Starlights, but pulled the trigger just to the left of the goal and wide, and certainly Katie Moore and Ty wasn't bothered by that particular attack.
think Dublin need to be really careful of the overlaps that Wexford are creating. They need to be tighter on their players, particularly around the midfield area.
Yeah, and I think certainly from watching the match, Bevan McDonald is controlling an awful lot of play around the middle of the park. The ball harmlessly out over the sideline, and it's a sideline for Wexford, but it's given away very cheaply to Dublin, and Dublin build from the back. It's in the form of Tessa Lamb from Vincent's, playing the ball inside to Chloe O'Shea. Chloe O'Shea driving forward from midfield, giving a long ball in towards the full forward. The full forward has it in her hands. Leon Murphy gets a great chance in there, but it's a free in. No, the referee has signalled that there was no foul there. Great work by Wexford to come away with the ball. Brilliant defence by Wexford. Looked like a goal was certainly on the cards there, but somehow Wexford got back, and a hand went in, and a great save and tackle there as the ball is worked out again. It's worked out to the left hand side. It's out to Ellen Joyce. Sarah Bennett. Sarah Bennett coming forward with the ball. Gives the ball back inside, and there's an overlap for Wexford as they move through. It's with Kaylee Doyle. Kaylee Doyle looking to her full forward. Again, that charge. It's the second time that the referee has blown up for a charge straight into the opponent.
Yeah, that's a great stand for me for Robertson just to get that call. As I said already, the battle between the two of them has been brilliant to watch. Certainly going to be something to keep an eye on, but great stand for me. She's doing really well defensively. Aoife actually wasn't picked as part of the panel at the start of the year. She was brought in, she's done really well, so she's come in. Yeah,
she's a strong player in fairness. Wexford certainly going for every ball. It's just an injury there. Ball broke between two players, and the referee erring on the side of safety just stops the play. Dublin will retain possession, as is the rule in ladies football, and the ball will be played again along strong full forward line from Dublin, played inside to Siobhan Byrne playing it back inside to her centre forward Elsie Carney inside to Ellen Leddy Doyle. She takes a shot with her left foot, but it just drifts to the left and wide, and Dublin's wides mounting 3 or 4 wides at this stage. The score at the moment, Wexford 1-3, Dublin 4 points, and we've got 22 minutes gone in the first half of a riveting and a really exciting game. Certainly Wexford putting it up to the Dubs, and Dublin not having their own way, although their forward line are particularly sharp when they get the ball in hand. Ball played in to the Dublin corner forward, but good work by Ava Doyle, and she gets a free, and it will be taken by Ellen Leddy Doyle, playing the ball back outside and gets the return. She's looking to get the ball into the corner, which she does if that pole would get out of the way, and I would have expected her to take a shot, but she picks out her midfield counterpart. She picks out Chloe O'Shea, who's having a very solid game at number 8. There's another point for Chloe O'Shea, and the score at the moment is 1-3 to 5 points, and Chloe O'Shea now has scored 3 points of that Dublin total. So a good return from the Lukens Sarsfield's midfielder. And
that was smart as well on the free for Ellen to kick to Eve, to go back to Ellen, and Ellen to continue her run inside, and that's exactly how it opened Chloe O'Shea. He's been making those extra runs off the shoulder, and that's how she's scoring the ball.
Yeah, definitely, and Dublin profiting there from a free that's given to the Dubs, and it goes inside to midfielder, full forward playing it inside, and a foul on the centre forward Elsa Carney will result in a free to Dublin. It'll be about 30 metres out, and it looks like it's going to be taken by Ellen Leddy Doyle from Clontarf. Looks like she's going to hit it right footed. Jonathan Murphy just having a word with her. About 5 minutes to go to half time, I'd say, at this stage, and the ball is on its way, and the ball goes over the bar, and score now on a level score, 6 points to Dublin, and Wexford on 1-3. Solid enough game by both teams, in fairness. I know the scores are low, I suppose, but there's certainly just plenty of chances for both teams.
Absolutely, I think momentum has switched back to Dublin. It was obviously with Dublin for the opening minutes. Wexford took a grip of the game, took it over to them. I think Dublin are starting to do that now to close out the end of this first half. I think they need to get a couple more scores on the board, give them a cushion going into half time.
Yeah, and I think as well, like it's a little bit, it's not as noticeable up here in the stand, but there is a strong breeze down on the pitch, and it is favouring Dublin in the first half. So the ball is played in again. They're getting a lot of traction out of the right hand side of the pitch as the ball is played inside to towards Amelia Furlong. Picks up a great ball from the Wexford half back line, and it's back with Eilish Roach. Eilish Roach going forward, gives the ball inside to Cara MacDonald. Cara MacDonald coming forward with the ball, gives it to midfield. Ball now in the hands of Ryan from Clonee, who is playing the ball into this very versatile centre forward, Aoife Fortune. Aoife Fortune coming through, but a brilliant rob there by Chloe O'Shea. Chloe O'Shea seems to be very dominant around the middle of the park and really worked hard to get that ball back. Ball played back through. In fact, I'm giving a disservice to Katerina Almeida, who made that great interception. Sorry about that, Katerina. Vital interception when it looked like Aoife Fortune was going to get through. Referee has given a free to line ball to Dublin, and the ball is played in as it has been all first half, straight into the full forward line. It's taken by Elsa Carney. Elsa Carney back inside to, I can't see the number at the moment, it's the number 15, Orla Kieran, and she sticks the ball over the bar. Dublin full forward line in full flow there, working it from one side to the other, following a line ball, and great work by Kieran in scoring that. So Dublin take a 1 point lead. Again, the kick out, there's no real variance to the kick out. It's gone out to the right hand side all the time, and I think Dublin are getting on top of that, and it's worked through again. Doyle has the ball in hand, looking for someone to pass it off to, and she finds that person in Doyle from Clonware. But Wexford really working hard, and Cara MacDonald really did well. Yeah, a lot of pressure on Heather Bolton Lee coming out with that ball, but she was very, very dominant coming out. Wasn't going to lose that ball, and she kicks the ball long towards the full forward who's come out to Emma Roster giving the ball inside excuse me, to Amelia Furlong taking on her opposite number and is victorious and gets the free and is looking inside to see if there's any movement, but there's no movement early on for Wexford.
There's huge space inside for Wexford. I'm surprised we're not going to see a couple of runners go through, long ball in, one-on-one. There could be a goal chance.
Yeah, certainly looking out on the pitch. Dublin play very high. They're playing outside the 20 metre line, and it is made for a long ball if Wexford could actually get inside. A bad free has put Wexford defence under pressure in the ball now with Elsa Carney. Carney very compass.
Helen Leddy out on the right.
Has a goal chance. She takes the ball. That Alan hits off the crossbar, comes back into play. Goalkeeper all at sea. I think in fairness to her, she was trying for a point, but it nearly dipped under the and that would have been a huge bonus for Dublin coming up to half time. As it is, they get a free in, and it's on the left side of the goal. As we look at it, about 25 metres out, and I'd say this is fairly close to the full time or the half time whistle. Ball in hand, kicked right footed, and the expected result is a point for Ellen Lady Doyle, and that leaves the score at 8 points for Dublin, 1-3 for Wexford. So 2 point game at the minute, and Ellen Lady Doyle has now contributed 3 points, which is the same as Chloe O'Shea. So a good return from Ellen. Ball played out, and Katerina Almeida doing some great work to win the ball and go forward herself. Looks like she's going to try for her own score, and a very, very, very unlucky. She did the exact right thing. She took the ball. She saw that the goalkeeper was coming off the line. She wasn't going to get the shot away, so she tried to hand pass the ball over the bar. Great work
from here from Siobhan Burney as well.
Yes, indeed, yeah. And the ball is worked inside by Wexford. Wexford really working hard, bringing the ball out under pressure. There's two players from Dublin were on top of her, and that's what caused the turnover. And the turnover is to Dublin, and Dublin will get the ball in the form of Ava Doyle. And Ava Doyle will kick the ball in towards Ellen Leddy. Doyle she looks around, and it's
Dublin
now
very
in the
stagnant at the
hands
moment.
of Ellen Joyce. And again, Wexford working very hard. I think Dublin are expecting things to happen, and Wexford are trying to make things happen. So great work there by Aoife Fortune, centre forward, and she's playing the ball inside to Emma Roster. There's so much room in the Wexford full forward line if they can take it one-on-one. And it's back inside. The very strong midfield or full forward there, and it's back out to number 12 to Sarah Bennett. Sarah Bennett, a great shot from about 35 metres out, goes over the bar. But we were saying earlier on that the duel between number 3, the Aoife Robertson, and Emma Roster is significant, and it has proved that way. Roster there now carrying an injury, but certainly in that she worked really hard to get the ball.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think as well, Edie Byrne has been really impressive. She's obviously done a lot of work going back to that kind of half-back line. Huge work rate from her. Really impressed. Good vision, setting up her teammates as well.
Yeah, nice footballer. And the ball now is moved forward to from a Wexford point of view. And the ball's played through, and it's in the hands of the Dublin number 10. Number 10 has been quiet enough. Charlie Murphy looking inside, but it looks like it's going to be broken by Wexford, and it's going to be a free from. It's a Dublin free from about the midway in the pitch. It's a free for Dublin. I think it was the referee was playing advantage, and it's played inside again to this strong lead on Murphy. Playing the ball back inside to the accomplished corner forward Doyle from Clontarf, and certainly right or left foot she's very, very strong on either foot. You can't really give her too much room, and she's a very strong player too.
Yeah, Ellen's a super player. She can play any position for you on the pitch. Would have played midfield growing up in her club, centre forward. We had her in a super position, but she still managed to score a free to tie the game, the All-Ireland final 2 years ago, and send it to extra time. Extremely composed, well able to take her frees. You've seen already. Super player. I can't compliment her enough.
Yeah, and as we speak now, the ball is broken inside by Almeida. A very strong centre back. She's been quiet early on, but has come into her own now in the last couple of minutes. Ball is some dirty ball on the ground, and it's won by Wexford, and it's won in the form of Shifra Fenlon. Shifra Fenlon wins the ball, but must have picked it off the ground, and referee Murphy has given a free to Dublin. I think probably a little bit fortunate to get that free, but nonetheless a free for Dublin, and it will be taken from about the 40 metre line.
Ellen trying to gain a few yards there.
Yeah, there's no harm in trying it as long as the referee's on his game, and the referee spotted it. But that kick would have went over the bar. I think if it was another 10 yards out, I think it still would have went over the bar. So a great ball from Ellen Leddy Doyle, and she's now got 5 points and is the dominant player in the full forward line. They're looking for both Murphy and Doyle at all times in that full forward line. I suppose just to sum up the first half, Wexford have had their periods of dominance, but aren't utilising the ball as much as Dublin are. Score at half time, by the way, 10 points to Dublin, and Wexford 1-4. So just what are your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Momentum switching between both teams a lot. Dublin took a grip back in the game, and Wexford started to go through. I think Wexford get great confidence in what they are doing. They need to get runners off the shoulders, though. They are finding success when they get that half forward line. There's so much space inside. They need to make a decision. Do we let it fly inside to go inside to Emma, or do we get runners off the wings? I think they need to look to go into the wings. I think Dublin need to as well. You know, they're starting to get a little bit stagnant, you know, in the forward line. They're kind of waiting for something to happen. Maybe if you push a bit of pace down the wing, they're really favouring this right wing, and they push to the left, or even when they're caught stagnant, switch it over to the other side. But really impressing both teams. I think both teams need to continue pressing the kick out. Wexford need to maybe look at changing things up. They're really favouring that right hand side, but great game so far. I think Wexford take huge confidence going in at half time, 3 points down. It's a great showing from them.
Yeah, and I think in fairness in Emma Roster, they have a game winner if they can get the ball into her and to Edie Byrne, and certainly I was very impressed with Aoife Fortune. So half time here, Dublin 10 points, Wexford 1-4, and we'll be back with you for the second half. Okay. Both teams have taken the field. No changes that we can see. There's a change on the Wexford team. Number 20 is coming in for Wexford in place of number 12. And number 20 for Wexford is Abby Furlong, and she's coming in for Sarah Bennett. As we restart the second half, I can see as well that number 22 has come in. That's Ellie Roach. And Ellie Roach looks like she's coming in for number 10. Ball played in again, it's worked through. And we were saying early on that there was a good bit of space in there for the Wexford forwards, and certainly that proved the case. The ball into the corner, and it's won again by this midfielder for Wexford, Bevan McDonald, who's been very impressive in the first half and has started the second half in the same vein. Ball played out to the Dublin number 5, Ave Doyle from Clonwera, but it's turned over again by a hard-working Wexford team. Again, a substitute in. I don't have the details. It's number 25, and number 25 for Wexford is Millie Sutton. The ball again has been turned over by Dublin, and it's worked into Ellen Doyle. Ellen Doyle down the corner, coming out to try and win it is the fullback from Wexford, and fullback Ella Furlong gets her hands on the ball and does really well. Works the ball out to Heather Bolton Lee. Lee playing the ball forward to David McDonald. McDonald taking on Almeida and working through the hands back inside to the substitute that has come in. And great work by Millie Sutton. Millie Sutton winning the free, and the free will be taken by Aoife Fortune from Ballyhogue. Just as the match has started, Orla, what are your thoughts on the start there for Wexford?
I'm just looking here. It looks to be a substitution. Kate O'Toole from Sylvester's checking in for Ellen Joyce. Kate O'Toole's midfielder, looks to be for a club, and what we would have played her a couple of years ago seems to be taking up a position in the half-forward line. So that seems to be the only Dublin change for the moment, but keep an eye out for any other changes. That's
good and well spotted, and the ball is played out. And it comes again to Wexford substitute number 22, Ellie Joyce. And Ellie Joyce working hard. Certainly the three substitutions that Wexford have made an instant push on the team. It's played inside to McDonald. McDonald coming forward. Have a look with that win. She could maybe take a shot, but she holds off and plays the ball inside. But in her haste to give the ball inside, the ball is being turned over by Dublin and Elsa Carney. Elsa Carney coming forward with the ball, looking for her forwards, and she spots inside. She spots Charlie Murphy playing the ball inside to the full forward line. And again, great work by Heather Bolton Lee. Heather Bolton Lee, a very strong player in the corner there from Ballydovertir, has won a good amount of ball in that corner and has got another free. And Wexford settled down probably the better in the second half. Yeah,
I think that's probably echoing what they said in the half-time talk. I think they would have got great confidence from going through to half-time, only 3 points down. But I'm really impressed with, as you mentioned already, the full back line, particularly Ella and Heather doing really well as Dublin are here on the break again.
Yeah, Dublin winning around the middle of the park, and it's back inside to Charlie getting the ball. Charlie Murphy from Ballyball and St. Enda's playing it inside to the substitute that you were talking about, right foot, but you can see the effect of the wind there as Kate O'Toole tried to play the ball out. It was won by the Wexford defence, and Wexford again working the ball out, and it's in the hands of Ruby Magner. Shifa Fenlon from Starlights getting the ball, kicking the ball long into the forward division, but a free to Dublin for a foul on the full-back Aoife Robertson, and she's taking the ball from around the middle of the park out on this near side, playing the ball into the corner, into Orla Kieran. Kieran playing the ball long into the full forward line, but it goes harmlessly between the players, the two Dublin players, and it's worked out by Wexford, but in her haste to come out, she overcarried the ball, took more than 4 steps, and it's a free into Dublin, and it'll be taken on the 19 metre line, and it looks like it's going to be taken by Doyle. Very educated right foot, so I'd expect her to stick this over.
we already mentioned the battle that's going on the other end of the field with Aoife Robertson and Emma Ross here. But if you look at the other end, Leah Murphy and Ella Furlong really getting into it. The two of them battling hard inside, doing a great job.
Yeah, it's a tough game being a fullback these days. Certainly did really well, but that was a great kick over the bar by Ellen Lady Doyle, and really she's exceptional from place balls, both right and left foot. 6 points she scored to date, and the ball again kicked out by Laura Keogh out towards the middle. It's won by Wexford in the form of Edie Burns, working really hard and has played the ball inside to Heather going forward, give the ball inside to midfield to Katie Doyle. Katie Doyle still with the ball, goes for the ball, but it's won by Dublin. But unfortunately for the Dublin, I think it's the Dublin number 7, Katie Hayes. She just touched it while it was on the ground. She was on her knees, tried to pick the ball up, and it will be a free to Wexford. Aoife Fortune to take it. Again, she's 100%. I don't like to put the mockers on her, but she's 100% from her frees. Very educated right foot on this girl from Ballyhogue, and she settles to take her free. Takes 2 steps up, ball's on its way, and the ball over the bar, and another point for Aoife Fortune. And Aoife Fortune at this stage has scored 5 points, so she's nearly matching Ellen Doyle on the Dublin team.
Yeah, that's great accuracy from Aoife, but as well, Kaylee Doyle's work right there to get the ball up front and win her free was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and again, the ball out to the Dublin substitute. Kate O'Toole winning that kick out, and it goes through Almeida's hands into Doyle. Doyle trying to pass the ball inside, but it's intercepted well again by Heather Lee. Heather Lee working really hard in the Wexford defence. Wexford trying to get out of their half-back line, and kicks the ball, but a nameless ball, and it's picked up by Almeida. Almeida, long ball into the full forward line, and it's taken inside and distributed really well, and the 3-on-1. Can they make it count? It's in the hands of Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy takes a shot, but brilliant save there by Laura Keogh. Certainly earned her crust there. Fantastic save, but it's worked back out to Dublin half forward line, and a shot inside by Katie O'Toole, and the ball goes to the left and wide, but certainly that was a game changer. Great save by Katie.
Absolutely, I think this is nearly the story of the game so far. Dublin, have a huge amount of chances. Yes, they've 11 points on the board. They could have had 2 or 3 goals already, so they definitely need to start executing that. Wexford will get huge energy. The crowd is erupting here. They'll get oxygen from that, and brilliant save. And that's what the forward line will get energy from, is those defenders and that save from the keeper.
Yeah, and the ball is played in. Almeida getting on top of her player, gives the ball inside to Orla Kieran. Kieran kicks the ball towards the full forward line, but it's easily dealt with by Cara MacDonald in the Wexford purple and gold. And again, she's blown up for over carrying, and it's a free into Dublin, quickly taken, but unsuccessfully so. Advantage is being played. I see at the moment that Emma Roster has moved out towards the middle of the park in an effort to get more possession for Wexford. But in reality, they probably need two Emma Rossiters on the pitch, because certainly she was given Robertson in the number 3 for Dublin a hell of a game, but bringing her out probably robs a little bit from their forward division.
Yeah, I think as well, if you're looking now, I'm not sure where the camera's panning, but Wexford don't have anyone inside nearly our 65-metre line in terms of the attack, and Aoife Robertson's nearly out the halfway point. Now they have the ball, they're going to have a huge amount of work to get to get it up there. I think we need to push players in earlier and maybe take away a little bit of the kind of they're drawing the players back, but just be more aggressive and push up.
Yeah, I think so. In fairness, they have the ball, they've moved forward. Dublin swarming back in defence, but the ball is with Fortune. Fortune playing the ball outside. It's in the hands of the Wexford forwards, and it's given back out to number 14, out to Emma Roster for Busserang. She's coming through. She has a player inside. If she spots her, and she gives the ball inside. A shot for a goal, and it's in the back of the net. A great goal for Wexford. Worked really, really well. It came from the initial Emma Roster winning the ball, giving her inside, and the scorer of the goal, we're not 100% sure, but it doesn't really matter to anybody in Wexford as long as they've scored the goal, and that certainly makes a game of it. And the score now at the moment, in a pulsating second half, it's 11 points to Dublin, 2-6, a 1 point lead for Wexford. Certainly a fantastic finish. Looked like there wasn't much room, but certainly found the net with aplomb.
Yeah, managed to sneak the ball the way through. I think everyone was nearly not expecting that one. Probably defenders caught a little bit of sleep there, but great goal from Wexford. Again, huge energy there from the crowd here. That'll certainly spur the girls on.
We certainly see what Dublin are made of, and they play the ball into Leon Murphy, the midfielder, giving it inside to Doyle, this educated right footer and left footer, and she sticks the ball over the bar, and there's no panic there from the two strongest players that Dublin have in the forwards.
Ellen is extremely composed all over the pitch, and particularly she's been a huge positive for Dublin in the forward line to try to keep the scores ticking over. She needs to get a couple more now, and I think Dublin needs to start converting a goal. It would be huge for them.
Yeah, the ball is played out immediately out by Kyo in the Wexford goal. She plays the ball through, but it drifts off Elsa Carney's toe and out over the sideline and wide. For the sideline ball, the ball will be taken by Wexford over on the far side. A short ball inside, and the goal has been confirmed as being scored by Sarah Bennett, the number 12 for Wexford. So great score for her. But it was more the work rate for the goal that was very impressive from a Wexford point of view. The ball is with Dublin. It's with Doyle again out in that corner. I know I've said it a while, but she constantly gets in the ball. She's played it inside to Dublin full forward to Leon Murphy, and Murphy has stuck the ball wide from about 5 or 6 yards out. She tried to fist the ball over the bar. Referee has gone in to consult with the umpires. Certainly Murphy was adamant. Murphy, of course, from Chemical Crouch, he was adamant that ball went over the bar.
Yeah, it's interesting as well. Leon plays midfield for her club. We would have played her in the centre forward line, so she's a new position in full forward. I think she's really finding her feet today, doing really well. She's got that sharp turn down to a T there, as she saw a way break away to have that ball over the bar. Now the referee's going to check with the sideline official. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but I think she's doing really well. I think they Dublin need to give her the ball. She's been running out, screaming for it, looking for it, which is brilliant. And when she's not getting the ball, she's pulling her defender away, which is exactly what she needs to do in the full forward position.
Yeah, he's checked with the umpires. He's now gone off. In fairness to the referee, it is the only thing that he can do is check with the umpires. And he has checked with the umpires, and he has checked with the line, and the score has been given to Dublin and to Leon Murphy. Obviously the Lions person was happy that the ball had gone over the bar, and that's a vital score for Dublin in the scheme of things. Wexford again working hard, and certainly the substitutions there at Orla Rook, they've made a difference to Wexford in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. She's been huge for them energy wise. Now we're looking Wexford out in the break again. Nobody up ahead. There's loads of space when they kick it ahead or run inside.
Yeah, and again, as I said there, the number 25 Millie Sutton getting the ball, and the referee saying that she charged with the ball, and it will be a free out to Dublin. Certainly the Dublin player wasn't getting out of the way, and in fairness to Millie, she wasn't stopping. So in fairness, the referee made the decision that it was a charge by Millie, and it's a free out to Dublin. Tight game here, as we said. It's 13 points to 2-6 in favour of Dublin at the moment. But certainly, I don't know whether you can get it on camera, but it's a strange game because Wexford seems to be playing, their full forward line seems to be playing about 40 yards outside of the Dublin half, and it's hard to create the chances. But when they do go forward at pace, and it is creating problems for Dublin. The ball again, it's with Rossiter getting the ball, playing the ball into Byrne looking to take on Murphy, and gets by her, is looking inside to see if there's any players there, and it gets a free, draws a free from the number 9 from Siobhan Byrne from Lucan Sarsfields, and it will be a free in, and for dissent, which is a very stupid thing for a player to do at this level, especially when the ball's in the hand of Aoife Fortune, moving the ball forward for dissent, and now puts it within range. It probably wasn't within range when she got the free initially. She's looking up at the posts. Wexford really need to have somebody in on top of the goalkeeper, because this, although it's with the wind, this could drop short. She goes through her usual free-taking ritual, and right-footed, the ball will be on its way in a couple of seconds. She kicks the ball certainly on target, and there's absolutely no doubt about that. Brilliant free taken by Aoife Fortune. The ball stuck over the bar and we're level.
That's absolutely exceptional. That's some of the best underage free taking I've seen. She's taken it from every angle on the pitch, really composed, being huge today for Wexford. Really impressed with her overall. I think Wexford senior ladies might be giving her a call now in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of the minor. You can have a look at the minor championship and some players will catch the eye. Certainly some of the players from Wexford are catching the eye, working really hard, and it's a free in to Wexford out on the left hand side. You hear some trucks going by. I don't think they know there's a match on. I think there's something else on.
I think what Wexford could potentially look at is, because they're pushing out so much, is maybe that ball in over the top they can run onto. As you said, Dominic, and correctly said, they're really good at pushing forward. Can they push forward a bit more pace, get the ball out ahead and exploit the space that they've now created in front of the goal mouth for themselves?
Yeah, certainly. Wexford are running with Dublin and it is causing problems. Certainly the number 25 has made a big difference. Millie Sutton from Rathcarogue, Cushenstown. She's got on the ball a number of times now. This is a testing one for Aoife. She's going to be kicking right-footed again from the left-hand side, and certainly the last one she kicked was from the right-hand side, almost the same distance out, almost the same position. She's on her way, and the ball's on its way. It's going to drop short. It looks like it's dropping short. This could go anywhere. But a wonderful take in the backs there by, I think in fairness, I think it was Aoife Robertson. Yeah, she went up high, took the ball, but in distributing the ball out, she's given it back to Wexford, and the ball is with Wexford, no free, but referee has adjudged. I think he's just going to throw the ball in. A little bit of discussion between himself and the lines person to see what they're going to do. But in the meantime, what's your thoughts, Arla?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Dublin might make a change maybe in the back line, but just as well looking at the panel members, just to give a special mention to Carrie Rudden. Unfortunately, had suffered an injury there during their first championship game against Meath. She's been hampered with injuries the last couple of years, but a standing player, one of the best underage players in the country at this level, and wish her the best and a speedy recovery to her.
It's always a terrible thing when you hear of, especially a young player that gets injured, because it's such a long road back, and they can never see the time, when they'll be back. But time is a great healer, and hopefully she will recover fully. The ball, in the meantime, is worked in by Wexford, and it's worked in to Katie Doyle. Katie Doyle is soloing through, but the ball is taken off her. Good work by the I think it was Collie O'Shea giving the ball back, but again a turnover for Wexford, and it's with the number 9 Katie Doyle. Katie Doyle taking a shot, but it's easily dealt with by Katie Moran Ty as she comes out with the ball.
Yeah, I think Katarina got a hand to that as well. The right of the ball definitely changed direction. Good defence there by Dublin. They're out in the break here. Hopefully they can get a score.
And this is it. Now Wexford have funneled back. There's not many dubs up in the forward line, but the ball is again, it's with Doyle. Doyle plays it inside. Good showing there by Bourne. Bourne gives it inside.
Great run by Elsa. Eve Doyle there is free in the middle. She gets the ball into it.
She has the chance. Took several steps with that, and the referee, correctly in my opinion, penalised her there for just over carrying the ball just a little bit. She probably had taken her 4 steps before she got to the tackler and had to take the extra step. Spotted by the referee, and it's a free out for Wexford. I'm very impressed with the Wexford rearguard. They're working overtime to keep this Dublin full forward line, which is a good Dublin full forward line, quiet. Again, works really, really hard by Kaylee Doyle coming into the game in the second half. Ball played forward for Wexford. Again, they don't have the numbers forward, but they work the ball. Great turnover by Dublin. Worked into Elsa Carney. Lamb has been impressive in the number 4 position for Dublin. Ball worked forward to midfield. It's back inside to Dublin, and that looks like a free out. Referee again judging that it was charged. We've had 3 charges. It's one of the rules that people have a problem with, but I think in fairness to the referee today, he's interpreted all 3 of them correctly. She came towards the goalkeeper. No attempt to move out of the way, and a free out for Wexford. So in fairness, a resilient Wexford defence, or they really are putting it up to that Dublin forward.
Yeah, they are. I was just going to comment, I thought that was a brilliant team move from Dublin. They're definitely showing a bit more. Tessa Lamb with that interception in the middle, really clever switch in the previous play from Ellen. They're starting to adapt and need to keep doing so, but this Wexford team are certainly have all the momentum here.
Yeah, the ball is played through the hands by Wexford, but they get out of trouble. The ball is played into the substitute for Dublin. Katie O'Toole playing the ball forward to Chloe O'Shea. Had a very good first half, a little bit quieter second half. Long ball in towards the full forward line. Leon Murphy showing well for the ball. Has she a left foot? She doesn't need a left foot. She gives it inside to number 5, and Ava Doyle from Clonwera sticks the ball over the bar. A great score for Dublin, a team score. Ball played into Leon Murphy. Good distribution, and ended up with a right foot shot by Eve Doyle, sticking the ball over the bar, and score at the moment, Wexford 2-7 and Dublin 14 points, so 1 point game still, and a substitute coming in for Dublin, and number 14 Leon Murphy is going off, and coming on is Ciara Bergen. Oh, sorry, Ciara Brogan. If I'm not mistaken, she is related to the Brogans from Oliver Plunkett's. And Charlie Murphy has gone off as well, and she's been replaced by. I'm just waiting to see if that number came on for Charlie. Definitely the numbers went up. So 18 for 13. So number 18 for Dublin, Roisin Kirby, has come into the game for Charlie Murphy. Meanwhile, back on the planet Earth, we have the ball with Laura Kyo. She plays the ball out. I'm very impressed as well with Katerina Almeida. She's very, very strong centre back. She plays the ball forward, but it's intercepted very well by this Heather Bolton Lee, the number 4 for Wexford. Very good footballer. Unfortunately, there just couldn't get the ball off in time. And number 22 for Dublin, Nia Mooney has come in. Ball played in by Doyle. Good work by the Wexford defence, playing the ball out, but having done the hard work, turned the ball over, and the ball now is with Siobhan Byrne taking a wild shot, and the ball going left. No composure there with Byrne. She's just got the ball and just tried to drill it.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Siobhan is well able to score those. She had a couple of nice outside the boots there against Kildare in the game against in Blanche, but really impressed with Tessa Lamb. That's a couple of interceptions now she's done for Dublin. Really composed player, nothing phases her, super player, and really good IQ, reads the game really well, and 2 really important interceptions there for Dublin to try and get a score.
Yeah, indeed, and in fairness, the Lamb name would be synonymous with Vincent's over the years. I remember Tony Lamb and a couple of other lads involved with Dublin. As I look at the Wexford team coming forward, and certainly when they get the ball around the middle of the park, they really come forward in numbers, and they work really hard, but unfortunately there just didn't work out for Wexford. The ball with Millie Sutton, who's made a big impression in this second half when she came in, carried the ball through, but unfortunately when she passed it off, it was just I suppose it's unfortunate from a Wexford point of view, but very good work by the Dublin defence to get back and smother the shot. There's an injury now at the moment to a Wexford player. I can't identify the number. We'll update that, but I think Dublin defence is working hard too.
Yeah, definitely. I think as well that obviously there was a block there that changed the trajectory of the shot. That could have been a point, so that's brilliant for the Dublin defence to get a boost there. But as well for Wexford, I think goes back to that what we were talking about. They're pushing out so much that they're really losing energy, and they're trying to kick from too far out. They need to get someone inside that they can either go into or take a Dublin defender away and distract them and open up more space. But I think they need to make a decision now. Do we put somebody inside, or do we stick with what we're doing? Again, do they look for that ball over the top, which Dublin are starting to do as they set up in a spine sort of formation with only 2 players on the inside, so Wexford need to look at that.
Yeah, and in fairness, when you say 2 players, they're 2 very good players that they have inside. Dublin winning a free around the middle of the park. The ball distributed in to Ava Doyle from Clonwera, playing the ball forward. We're still out on the right hand side. Ball played back in to Doyle. Doyle looking to see if there's anybody available, and finds Byrne from Lucan Sarsfield. Byrne has a chance of a shot, but spurns that chance, gives the ball outside. But again, the hand pass doesn't go to hand, and Wexford doing really well there. But again, as they were coming out, the ball is turned over. It's back with Doyle. Doyle orchestrating things from the middle, gives it inside to Almeida. Almeida playing the ball through it, but again, the problem they have is they're so far forward, but they really come forward with the ball.
Again,
but
Tessa Lamb.
They constantly get turned over, and Lamb is definitely pushing up on the 40-metre line and taking any ball that's coming through. Again, the ball out towards the corner. It's to the Dublin substitution that has just recently come in.
Great tackle there.
Yeah, great tackle, but Ciara Brogan did well. But I have to say, I'm really impressed with this Wexford full back line. They're working overtime to ensure that the ball isn't distributed as well as you would expect to a full forward line in Dublin. The line ball to Dublin, it's taken quickly, but again, a bit of panic by some of the Dublin players in possession of the ball, getting the ball and just trying to speed it up. They just need to calm it down.
It looks like Hannah Galvin is going to come in for Dublin. She's an energetic forward. It looks like they're going to go through her for goals. But I think, as you mentioned there, Dublin are starting to panic a bit. They think game management needs to come into this now. They use this break to settle themselves, encourage each other, and that starts from the sideline from the mentors. It's really important that the girls now tell each other to calm down and relax. And you don't make decisions well when you're panicking, when you're full of nerves. So this is going to be a really important few minutes for both teams. I think Wexford are currently managing it very well. They haven't scored, but they are continuing to really put a threat in that Dublin defence.
Yeah, and I see Kieran's going off, and this young
nice,
player.
Nice welcome there.
A nice
Hannah
welcome.
Galvin,
if anybody picked it up, it was. How's it going? You're in the championship match now, so she's well and truly in. The ball taken very quickly by Dublin, and it's worked through the hands out on the right hand side, back inside to Nia Mooney into the Dublin full forward line. Crowd looking for a free, but no free there, and it's back outside to Luton Sarsfield's Siobhan Byrne. She sticks the ball over the bar, and a point for Dublin from Siobhan Byrne. Certainly the midfielders at the moment are contributing a huge amount to the game for Dublin. Score now 15 points to Dublin. Wexford 2-7, so it's a 2-point game as Wexford win a huge ball in the forwards following a kick out, and again they're looking to give the ball in long, and very unfortunate fall there. In fairness to Wexford, they were very unlucky there. Orla O'Rourke got through but just slipped as she was going, but Dublin are playing a very dangerous high game in this match, and I'm not sure whether it's been forced by Wexford or Dublin are doing it themselves. They did it in the first half as well, but it's worked out for them at the moment. The ball again is with Doyle. Doyle took her eye off the ball, but she still has possession. She's looking inside to see if any of her forward teammates are available, takes it back, taking on the full back line, left foot, and in fairness to Orla, she hasn't missed too many of those, but maybe a little bit tired. It looked a little bit of a tired kick there from Orla.
Yeah.
Or from Ellen, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, look, she's carrying a big load, and that's what's going to happen. They're starting to get late in the game. But I think from Wexford's perspective, even if you look back to that free, they went quickly there. I think they should have stopped. They should have let their forward line push up, and then they do. They seem to be really going really, really quickly, which is maybe trying to get Dublin on the hop. But I think they need to settle down now, have a lot of composure, which Dublin need to do as well.
Yeah, and a substitution there for Wexford as Eilish Roach is going off. The referee is going in to have a word with the umpires there just for a moment. I'm not 100% sure what exactly has gone on, but the substitute is Emer Porter has come on from Eilish Roach.
They might potentially be discussing Hannah Galvin there and Shifa Friendland, probably getting into it a little bit more than they should off the ball. Seems to be calling both players over now.
Yeah, well, in fairness to Hannah Galvin, she's not backward about being forward. She was well happy to be introduced to Championship football. I suppose there's no harm in that, but they have to be careful.
Hannah was actually part of that under-16 team last year, came off the bench, scored a goal for this Dublin team, so that's obviously what they're trying to get out of her today as well.
Yeah, well, I think Shifa Friendland from Wexford knows the story there and isn't giving her an inch. Kick out is taken by Wexford, and again it's picked up in the middle of the park and played into the corner where it's won by Dublin. We're right out at the corner flag, but willing to coming inside and tries to give the ball across, but it's a 45. Certainly a good bit of work there by Ellen Joyce as she came in, and I think it was Ellen Joyce.
Siobhan Byrne
came in with the ball, but didn't spot that there was a player over at the far side of the post. If she played it across, probably an easy goal, but
I suppose it's easy to see from here.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Katie Moore-Tyke, she takes all the penalties and 45s as the goalkeeper for Dublin, and
this is worth 2 points if she can get it. It's a big one if she can get the distance on this. Certainly she might have got it in the first half, but I don't think she'll get it in the second. It's a good kick though. Nobody was expecting that kind of a distance. This could be an important score, but the ball is hit wide. And in fairness, I'd have to say, as she was kicking it, there was 2 players from Wexford breathing down her throat and just caused her to hit it a little bit quicker. But a very long 45. Long 45, which caught the Wexford team out.
Yeah, they certainly weren't expecting that. Great kick from Katie. They obviously worked on that. I saw the hand go up. That was obviously a set play. Unfortunately, they're not to get the finish.
Yeah, and the ball is out over the sideline. It's an enthralling game here in Athy, in fairness. There's never been too much between the sides, and as they go forward, Dublin in the form of their centre forward, Elsa Carney, sticks the ball over the bar, and that makes the score 2-7 to Wexford, 16 points to Dublin. 16 scores to 9 scores, but the goals have been very, very important. And on the time, or what's left at the moment?
It looks to be just about 5 minutes left. Probably maybe a little bit different.
Could be an enthralling 5 minutes if Wexford could sneak up for a goal.
Absolutely. If they get a goal, I think this game is going to be wide open again. But Dublin firmly in possession at the moment. All momentum going with them. Great score from Elsa Carney. Just settled the Dublin team. Again, really composed. Again, another point as well earlier from Siobhan Burney. I meant to comment on that. She obviously missed the first one, but kept shooting. That's exactly what she needs to do. She's a good scorer in front of goal.
Yeah, and Dublin getting a couple of rubs of the green there. Got a free there for a tackle on the body, which obviously is a free. And it'll be taken. It was made by Chloe O'Shea, and it'll be taken by Katerina Almeida. She kicks the ball long into that corner, but didn't work out for Bernie. Ball's played out, and Wexford are on the attack. Again, they're working to try and get the ball into Aoife Fortune. Fortune gets the ball and distributes a great pass across. And there is a player inside if she can spot her. Took on the player. Almeida did really well. Gives the ball back to Fortune. I have to say Fortune gives another great pass. Gets the ball back inside and takes a shot for a goal. But the goalkeeper, Katie Moore-Tyke, was well ready for that. Wasn't letting the ball into the corner as she did in the second goal. But Wexford keep coming. Ball inside to Bevan McDonald, being a little bit quieter in the second half.
Wexford up to switch it here. That's the right decision here.
Playing the ball out to Fortune. Fortune on her left foot. Gives the ball back inside to the full forward, Emma Roster. But unfortunately for Emma, she kicks the ball right and it drifts high and wide. Dublin will slow the game down, I think, at this stage. There's probably about 3 or 4 minutes left, plus injury time. Jonathan Murphy will obviously pick up on the injury time, and the ball kicked out long towards the line, and it's a line ball for Wexford. A nameless kind of a kick out there. Dublin weren't really prepared for it, to try to get it to Ellen Doyle, but it just drifted too far on that breeze as the ball is played in. Doyle again working really hard to win that ball back. Gives a long ball, a bit of space now for Dublin to create something. The ball inside, she's still looking. The ball inside to the centre forward. Centre forward coming forward with the ball, Elsa Carney. Can Elsa make the 4 points? She took an awful lot of steps with that ball, but the referee giving a free in for tug of the jersey. Spotted by the referee. It'll be a free in to Wexford as Ellen Lady Doyle makes the trip up from the half-back line, where she was working so hard as a defender to try and stick this ball over the bar. I'd say she'd probably kick this right-footed. So it's from the 19-metre line. This would put 4 points between them, which would be a tough ask for Wexford to come back from.
Yeah, I think as well, if Wexford go on the break again, they need to be more composed in front of goal. Obviously Emma's score there went away where there was 2 players to her left that she could have gone to. Wexford need to be more composed in front of goal, and they've missed a couple of chances. They're certainly not too far away from this Dublin team. I think they'll find maybe reviewing the game, but definitely a bit more composure in front of goal.
Yeah, and as we speak there, the ball has been put over the bar by Ellen Lady Doyle, and that makes it 17 points to 2-7 in favour of Dublin. As again, Wexford tried to come forward with Bevan McDonald. McDonald soloing through, this very talented footballer, taking on the Dublin defence, giving it back inside. It's now with Heather Bolton-Lee, who's pushed up into the forwards. It's all hands on deck for Dublin to try and keep the score down. Again, Wexford trying to get through. A good shot A brilliant shot by Kaylee Doyle from Ballybultsira, and a point for Wexford. And again, it's just that niggly 3 points. They're still the 3 points behind. As long as there's 3 points behind, they have a chance of a goal. The 4 points were difficult for them, but the goal gives them hope. As we enter the latter stages, they have to win it. They have to push up on this. It's a long kick out by Katie Moore and Ty. It's a line ball. It's the second line.
Wexford need to push their full forward line in, have somebody in the square, distract them.
Well, they have to get Rossiter in. Rossiter can't do any damage if she's out in the middle of the park. She needs to move in. So the ball going to be taken out on the far side. It's given inside, but it's won, and it's well won. Given inside to the substitute that's come in for Wexford. She's going straight through. Tries a shot, but again, good work by Dublin as she tried to pull the trigger. Katie Whelan. Referee has decided that the two teams were fighting for that ball, and it's going to be a throw ball in by the referee on around about the 20-metre line. Good chance there for Wexford. The ball, this is an important ball, and it is won by Wexford. Wexford giving it outside. It's whipped into the 14-metre line. It's with the Wexford. Wexford have a chance, but Dublin, in fairness, I would have to say that Almeida, I think, took that ball. I'm not 100% sure, but as the ball is taken, Dublin have been crowned the minor B champions. We weren't sure whether that was the final whistle or it was a free, but in fairness, a very exciting game all through. I suppose both defences working hard, but some really talented footballers on view from both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. This is something that we're going to, these players are definitely the names we're going to keep seeing now for the next couple of years for both sides. But as you said, work rate was the main thing today. Obviously talent was there, but the work rate from both sides is absolutely brilliant. I have to say, huge credit to Wexford. I thought they were absolutely outstanding today. I wasn't sure, hadn't seen them play before today in terms of this year. I wasn't sure what way they set up, but their ability to bring the ball forward at pace and get each other working, especially the subs that came on, they made a huge impact, and that's a huge testament to what they've done at training. But well done to Dublin, obviously well deserving winners today, great performance, huge composure there from Elsa Kearney and Ellen Letty Doyle and Siobhan Burney to secure the win for them, and this will be brilliant for Dublin, and hopefully they'll move on now and progress into the All-Ireland B Series.
Yeah, and in fairness, I was very impressed with some of the Wexford players, like Baby McDonald. I think she ran out of steam maybe in the second half, but Baby McDonald thought Heather Bolton-Lee in the corner was exceptionally good. Kick out and goalkeeping duties by Laura Keogh, very, very good. And I just thought all around we'll probably see some of these players from Wexford and Dublin in senior teams for the future. But as you said, it's all about today, and congratulations to Dublin on winning the B Championship, and hopefully they will go on and represent Leinster in the next round, which will be the All-Ireland semi-final. And I think they play the Ulster champions, if I'm not mistaken, in that semi-final. So the best of luck to them, and just to congratulate Declan Flynn. It was a battle of two Declans there today. Declan Patton for Dublin and Declan Flynn. Declan Flynn, who prepared the Wexford team so well, and Declan Patton for preparing this Dublin team for the battle here today. A very exciting game here in Athy, and congratulations to Dublin. Tomas.
I'll talk to you, Johnny.
You were right there to the very end. It was a really, really tough one. So thank you. Was that under play? I got a text off just in time.
Captain, here please. Wexford captain. Right, so we have the player of the match. It's the Dublin corner forward, Ellen Lady Doyle.
A tie where we have a jubilant and a very excited manager from Dublin, Declan Patton. It's been a journey with the matches. I know the A Championship, if you like, the Group 1 was a tight affair. This was a tight match as well, wasn't it?
It's been a super year for us so far. Dominic, as you quite rightly said, in the Group A, I suppose, we finished joint top of that with Meath and Kildare. We beat Kildare and we beat Laois in that. And now we entered a different pathway, which took us to Athy today to play Wexford. Another very, very close encounter. And thankfully we just pipped over the line at the end.
Yeah, I think in fairness it's probably down to the dominance of the full forward line. They're very, very strong in the full forward line, particularly Ellen in number 13. She's very, very strong. Now she's obviously surrounded by an extremely good and talented forward division, but I think it kind of the fulcrum is around 13 and 14. But what do you think of the defence? I was particularly impressed with that girl Lamb, I think in the corner. I can't remember her first name.
Yeah, Tessa Lamb.
Yep. Tessa Lamb, a fantastic display all through the game.
Tessa's a super player for the St Vincent's Club. Super player Tessa, but we've worked very hard with all our players, Dominic, since January. A lot of excellent coaching has gone into them, thanks to Alex Chapman, Fergal Bracken, Rachel Byrne, Amanda Donnelly and Deirdre Murphy, who drove the coaching from January. The girls have been very, very fortunate to be exposed to such a high level of coaching, and thank God now they're going to be exposed to more of it over the next 12 weeks until the All-Ireland series starts.
Yeah, it is always nice, particularly when you win the Leinster, that there is that focus that you can now move on to the All-Ireland series, if you like. I think you play the Ulster champions now, and that'll be a tight affair as well. I suppose you're used to the tight matches at this stage.
Yeah, no, it'll be a very tight affair again, and our focus from the start of the year has been on getting out of Leinster by hook or by crook. And it is about developing players, developing the next generation of footballers who will go on and win senior All-Irelands for Dublin. And that's our focus. That'll be our focus over the summer. So a lot of intensive coaching going on, and then culminating in the All-Ireland series in late July. But it was really important for us. It was our primary target, in fact, since January, to get out of Leinster by hook or by crook. And today we've done that. We're very thankful.
I think in fairness, when you mentioned that, there's a lot of finance goes into it. And I think the county board have been extremely good to not only the minors, the 16s, the 14s, the seniors, and Stay City, your sponsors. Like, it is great to have that support from both your sponsors and the county board.
Yeah, no, we're very, very fortunate. The sponsors are excellent. We've some other sponsors that contribute as well. Of course, the county board, anything we want, we get. Of course, we don't ask for anything over and above, of course, Dominic. So the county board have been a massive support to us. Mary O'Connor, Patricia in the office, Joe Keane, the chairman, Kieran Barry, Fergal Brennan from a development point of view, Aidan O'Toole. I hope I haven't left anyone out, but the county board have been a massive support to us as people and what we're trying to achieve with these players, which is developing the next generation of senior footballers for Dublin.
Yeah, and I think in fairness, I give kudos myself to Leinster as well. It's been a difficult year for them in trying to source pitches, as you'd appreciate, even from a training point of view from yourself. You probably found it hard, but certainly for matches, it's been very difficult to secure quality pitches to play on for
absolutely. Leinster have put in, all our games have went ahead. They've all been well officiated. The Leinster representatives to be here. Ourselves, I think we've only missed one game all year because we didn't have a pitch. Aidan O'Toole has played a massive role, in Kieran Barry and Fergal Brennan, a massive role in ensuring that we have a pitch for training, the 3 times a week that we need it. And we're very, very thankful for that.
Well,
Dominic.
I think in fairness, there's a lot of girls want to thank you, and you have a bit of celebrating to do. It's not every day you win a Leinster championship, and congratulations on behalf of Leinster and myself. Thank you very much for your
Thanks
courtesy.
very much, Sonny. Thanks very much. Thank you.
Okay, we're good to go. Again from a tie here, 2 very jubilant players, the player of the match, Ellen Lady Doyle, and Leadon Murphy from Dublin, the captain of the team. It's been a journey for you in the Leinster campaign to date, yeah?
Yeah, no, I think we were a bit unlucky
lose out in points difference, but I think we showed today what we're capable of, so we're really happy with ourselves.
And all the girls have worked so hard, so it was nice to reap the benefits at the end of it.
Yeah, and it is really a team performance. You can see it there today. I was commenting on how strong your defence was today, in the face of some really strong play by the Wexford forwards, and then the forward division then clicked into gear when they needed to. So both midfield and the forward division were very, very good. So I suppose it's a tribute to the coaching that you're getting at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. We worked extremely hard in training, and I think that showed today. And I think we've come together as a unit in the last couple of weeks. We've really pushed on. So
Not getting into like the A was hard, but we just pushed through, and it's good now that we've after winning it.
Well, I think in fairness, you can only win the championship you're in, and you were unfortunate not to make the A championship. But at the end of the day, you know, you're going to move on to represent Leinster in the All-Ireland series. That'll be a big achievement for you, you know. So, how do you feel about? I think it's the Ulster champions you'll be taking on. I'm not sure if it's the Ulster champions, but certainly there'll be a team to.
Yeah, no, they'll be strong, and I think whoever we come up against next, it could be someone like us who's just fell short unluckily. So, you know, we're going to train hard for the next 11-12 weeks, and we'll be ready to go.
And do you go back to your clubs now, or is it all systems go for the
we're training for 12 weeks. Yeah, 12 weeks straight out. Yeah.
So I suppose will Declan give you the night off tonight for a little bit of celebration?
No, we'll be out on the pitch later on.
Well, listen, the girls, it's been a pleasure with watching you there today and over the series, and congratulations on player of the match, Ellen, and on yourself on lifting up the trophy, and we wish you all the best from Leinster point of view. We'll be following you into the All-Ireland series. Okay, so thank you very much.
Thank you very much.